Welcome to Los Altos High School, everyone, where tonight it's girls El Camino League game between the Santa Clara Bruins and the Los Altos Eagles. Hi again, everybody. We're with Ted Melke. I am Andrew Fury. And in the standings at the moment, Mountain View has a half-game lead over these Eagles for first place in the league, while Santa Clara is down in the middle of the pack with a 500 record in league play at 4-4. While Los Altos comes in off that crushing loss on the road against Mountain View, 44-36 with first place on the line on Wednesday night. They look to rebound after that, while Santa Clara comes in having lost their most recent game yesterday against Monte Vista by a final of 46-39. But this should be a great game as it's two league rivals going at it.
And we would like to tell you that this game is brought to you by KMVT's All Sports presenting sponsor, Palo Alto Medical Foundation, part of the Cellular Health Network. Choose your PAMS doctor today, and by Home Instead Senior Care. Home Instead provides the personalized in-home care your loved one needs. Home Instead, to them, it's personal.
As a busy mom of 3 kids, I find it extremely convenient to access My Health Online. My Health Online's messaging service allows me to keep in close contact with our doctor.
Being able to email the doctor with questions gave us assurance that they do take an interest in the patients. That's why we've been with PAN for more than 10 years and keep adding members, the newest member.
Ever since Dad died, taking care of Mom is overwhelming. I can't do it on my own.
Sure, my mother needs me, but I just want to be a daughter again.
Mom wants to stay in her home, but needs more help than ever. It just can't be me all the time.
Struggling to care for an aging parent? You're not alone. Learn how Home Instead Senior Care can provide the personalized in-home care your loved one needs. Home Instead. To us, it's personal.
Welcome back to Los Altos High School. Time to give you the starting lineups now. First for Santa Clara, it is Cassandra Kingsbury and Stephanie Rudd start at the guards. Forward Samantha Rudd, the sister of Stephanie Rudd, and Kyla Katzman. And the center is big senior Brittany Kendall. For Los Altos, they start at the guards, Aideen Syed and Rachel Glain. The forwards of Megan McDermott, Megan Thovin, and Tiana Vasquez. It will be McDermott jumping against Kendall at center court. And we are underway here in this Friday evening, the 1st of February. And it starts with an immediate jump ball, so they're going to have to re-jump it. No one got possession. 2 seconds in. This jump is won by McDermott. Los Altos with the first possession. Syed with it, guarded by Rudd. Here's Vasquez. Vasquez has it poked away and hands off to Glain. Glain to McDermott, who pump fakes. Out to Glain. Glain recycles it out top to Syed. Syed around the McDermott screen, pulls up for 3. Swash! A good start for the Eagles. In the front court goes Stephanie Rudd. And it's bounced over to Kendall. Kendall out top to Samantha Rudd. And it's poked away. A foul is going to be called on Megan McDermott. McDermott picks up her first, and the first team foul of Los Altos in the half. It's going to be interesting to see whether this game is closely officiated or not here in the early going. They open up here in a 1-2-2 zone. Do the Eagles. Here's Samantha Rudd and throws it away. Vasquez the steal. McDermott with the pressure. Syed pulls up another 3 and almost banked it in. Rebound inside by Glain, but Ethelman gets bumped in a foul as she missed it long.
You see Los Altos just has a nice look at it. She gets the pass, and she dribbles around, and she just shoots it, and it hits.
So Ethelman at the line, missing the first off the back rim. Foul was called on Santa Clara Cassandra Kingsbury, her first in the first team foul in the half. And Thovin misses both free throws. So, Eagles started the season very good at the foul line, but in recent games they have really struggled. Rudd, cross court to her sister, inside, high post, Kingsbury floats away, and it misses off the back rim. Ball deflected to Syed. Syed back the other way. Kingsbury chases after her. Vasquez inside to McDermott, who pump fakes into the paint, and then almost gets, and does get tied up. Jump ball will give it to the Bruins.
She had the ball out there. She didn't keep it in. So the Bruins just took advantage of it.
And that will go down as a turnover. Stephanie Rudd with it, bouncing it over to Katzman. And her pass deflected to Rudd, and then Samantha Rudd trying to pick it up. It's like a goose pig right now. Shovels it to Katzman, baseline jumper around and down, no good. Rebound Enthelman, and her pass deflected to Syed. 2 minutes in, it's 3-0 Eagles. Vasquez, high post to Glane. The foul line jumper way too strong off glass, and Rudd out of there with it. Samantha Rudd in on McDermott all the way, lays it up and in with the left hand. The Bruins are finally in the board. Syed over to Vasquez. Vasquez cross court. McDermott pump fakes and traveled. Good call by the referee on that far sideline.
Here we go with Santa Clara. You see, she just got it off the rebound, off the back of the glass, and just number 3 was there for Los Altos and couldn't stop her.
But McDermott made the right move there, as she had the option of either fouling and picking up her second foul or letting her go. Worst thing would have been to foul her and let the opportunity for a three-point play be there for Rudd, who has the ball over to Katzman, lobs it into Kingsbury. Floater off, back rim, no good, but gets fouled. Let's see if they call it on. Either way, Kingsbury will be at the line shooting 2. Fouls on Rachel Glane, her first. Second team foul in the half on Los Altos. 5:29 to go in this opening quarter. Free throws off back rim, no good for Kingsbury. And it's stays 3-2. Well, in the standings so far, Mountain View's at 18-2 overall, 7-1 in league play in first place. Los Altos just a half a game behind them. So if they win tonight, they'll be tied for first back with Mountain View, each team having won a game on their home court in the season series. Kingsbury gets the friendly roll, and we are tied at 3. McDermott, number 3, with the ball. Over to Vasquez, and lobbed it to McDermott. Over to Syed, who pump fakes, takes the deep 2, swish!
Beautiful, she had pressure on her too.
Rudd all the way, floats it up, a lot of contact. A foul is going to be called, and Kevin Lee is a sarcastic smile on his face going right now. That was definitely contact initiated by Samantha Rudd, but she gets 2 free throws out of it. Fouls on Syed, her first, and the 13th foul on the Eagles. Foul, free throw no good by Rudd. 5:06 to go in the first quarter, 5-3 Eagles. Bruins are now 1 for 3 at the charity stripe. Second one's up, and that's way short. Rebound McDermott. It looks so far like both teams are struggling to find the stroke from the free B line. Here's McDermott. Hands off to Vasquez. Cross court, good catch by Enthelman. The 10-footer around and out. McDermott, the rebound, goes up and gets hacked. Goes down hard as well. But she gets 2 free throws. Fouls on Kingsbury, that's her second. And the second team foul on the Bruins.
Here you see she just gets a pass and she puts it up and gets hit.
Short on the first for McDermott, as Kingsbury will now have to sit down with 2 fouls. As coming in to replace her is Almira Ferrer for Santa Clara. Coached by Didi Kyoto are the Bruins. Coming in at 12-7 overall, 4-4 in league play. Free throw's good for McDermott, who limps off as Rachel Andrews, or Rebecca Andrews make that, replaces her.
Los Altos is putting full court press on.
They like to full court press the entire game. As Katzman with it. Now out to Rudd. Over to Katzman. Katzman back to Rudd. And Stephanie Rudd throws it away. Stolen by Enthelman, and then a foul's going to be called. It's going to be on Kendall. So Brittany Kendall picks up her first and the third team foul on the Bruins. Each team has been called for 3 fouls in the first half of this first quarter. 4.5 to play in this first quarter. Syed into the front court over to Vasquez. Vasquez with the dribble, spins all the way, floats it up off glass and around and down for Tiana Vasquez. Lead up to 5.
Beautiful shot.
In the front court goes Rudd. Stephanie Rudd pounding the dribble. It's over, open 3 for Ferrer. That's short. Rebound inside by Katzman. Ferrer recycles over to Stephanie Rudd. Rudd into the paint all the way, floats one up, high off glass, no good. Rebound Vasquez.
Los Altos slows it down. It's perfect. Perfect
Syed,
for them to do.
Yeah, exactly. Syed over to Vasquez to Enthoven. Enthoven outside to Vasquez. Recycles it to Syed. Syed lobs it over to Andrews. Andrews pounding the dribble out to Vasquez. Vasquez cross court, Syed open 3. Short off the front rim. Enthoven the rebound and puts it up and in. A 10-3 push to begin this game for the Eagles.
I'm surprised. I saw a headband on there. I'm surprised none of Los Altos players or the Bruins tripped on it.
Here's Katzman off the feet from Rudd, and she puts a 7-footer in. That's 10-5. Into the front court goes Syed, bouncing it to Andrews. Andrews guarded by Rudd. Now it looks like a 1-2-2 zone here for the Bruins. Syed out to Vasquez, who pump fakes, and then runs over Kendall. Foul's going to be called on the floor, no shots. And it's on Samantha Rudd, her first.
You see how she just runs in there and she gets the ball, and to me it looked like a charging, but it isn't.
And it's a block by Kendall. Back the other way goes Rudd, in on Enthoven, and she gets bumped and fouled. It will be the first on Enthoven, the 4th team foul on the Eagles, and Samantha Rudd at the line shooting 2 with 2:46 to go in the quarter. Kevin Lee has done a remarkable job for the Eagles this year, really revitalizing this varsity women's basketball team here at Los Altos High. First free throw is no good by Rudd, as we have a line change for the Eagles. 5 new players enter.
They're getting their defensive team on there.
That appears to be right. Schmessing, Megan Schmessing, Lunsford, Hamamoto, Monroe, and Kendall Eng on the floor right now for the Eagles. Second free throw is good for Rudd, as a timeout's called by Santa Clara with 2:46 to go in the opening quarter. Now 10-6 Eagles.
We would like to tell you that KMVT Sports would like to thank Homestead Senior Care for their community support of high school sports programming. Homestead, to them, it's personal.
So in this first quarter, 14 fouls apiece, 10-6 in favor of the Eagles. Looking at the standings here, this is kind of what I described to you at the top of the broadcast. We have Mountain View with a half-game lead over Los Altos. So with a win, they'll be tied for first again. Homestead in third place at 6-2, and then Santa Clara right in the middle of the pack at 4-4. Monte Vista, Fremont, and Cupertino bring up the rear.
Let's see if Los Altos can tie it up for first place.
That's going to be a big factor in this game. Santa Clara kind of playing spoiler here tonight. Here's Lunsford out to Hamamoto, over to Eng. Eng lobs it to Lunsford, who catches, goes up, short arms it, and then it's deflected out off of Schmessing. It will be Santa Clara basketball.
They were all going for it.
Now full court pressure with Monroe guarding the inbounder. And Rudd gets it over to her sister, Stephanie Rudd. Bouncing it to Samantha Rudd. 2:20 to go in this opening quarter. Samantha around the screen and weaves through traffic, shovels it to Katzman, who pump fakes. Into the paint, floats one up and gets fouled. And the foul will be called against Kendall Ing, her first, and the 15th foul on the Eagles. Katzman off the back rim with her first attempt. She'll get another. 2:12 to go first quarter in this very tightly officiated first quarter. Already 19 fouls combined between the two teams. And its second one's good, 10-7. Eng will inbound.
The Bruins are putting pressure on too.
Pressure is mostly to slow the offense of the Eagles down, not really to force a turnover. As Monroe with it, over to Hamamoto. Hamamoto lobs it, and Monroe wasn't looking. It's taken away by Stephanie Rudd. Up ahead to Samantha. Samantha Rudd into the front court. Bounding the dribble, crossing over. Now shovels it along out to Ferrer for three. That's too strong. Stephanie Rudd the rebound and then puts that up too strong. Rebound inside, secured by Schmessing. Monroe into the front court, approaching a minute and a half to go in this first quarter. Hamamoto drives, stops, pops with the left hand off glass. No good. Rebound inside, and a foul's called on the floor. Schmessing got her fingertips on it. Foul will go against Kayla Katzman. Her first and the 15th foul. Inbound to Hamamoto. Pounding holding. Pass inside, and we will have a jump ball. It will stay with the Eagles. 22 on the shot clock. Inbound goes to Monroe. Monroe drives in the paint, floats it up, off glass and in! With 75 seconds left, it's 12-7, and now we have a whistle.
Timeout, Los Altos.
A timeout called by Los Altos. So we'll step aside. A minute 14 to go first quarter, 12-7 Eagles. 12-7 Eagles with the lead, a minute 10 and counting now to go in this first quarter. Into the front court goes Stephanie Rudd all the way, runs into a bunch of players, and shot by Kendall, no good. Rebound secured by Vasquez. A very awkward move by Rudd. Looking to draw contact, and no foul was called. Syed over to Vasquez. Now to Anthem, who pump fakes, drives baseline, floats one up, short. Rebound inside by Kendall, and shovels it along to Rudd. Stephanie Rudd over to Samantha Rudd. Rudd in the front court. There's about a 19.5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Bouncing, it is Rudd. Now an illegal screen will be called on Kendall.
She stuck her foot out there and she was moving. You can't move when you set a screen.
That's the second foul on Kendall. 16 foul on Santa Clara. As the substitution is Brianna Williams into the game for the Bruins, replacing Brittany Kendall. There's a 4.1 second differential between the shot clock and game clock. McDermott triggers into Vasquez. Now Syed into the front court. Syed pounding the dribble. Will slow things down. They're looking to play for the final look. Glane, baseline, cut off over to Vasquez. Vasquez holding. Now her pass deflected over to McDermott. Out to Syed with 14 to shoot. Syed leans in, and a foul's going to be called. And it's on Samantha Rudd. That's her second. 17th foul on Santa Clara. Very tightly officiated game as three players have two fouls now for Santa Clara. Syed swish on the first free throw, making it 13-7, 15.6 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Second free throw is good as well. 14-7, Los Altos had doubled up. Did they seriously give her 3 shots?
They're in the bonus.
Yeah, but she was not taking a 3. Not that I could see. Wow.
I'm surprised.
Los Altos catches a huge break. She was not even close to taking a 3. Wow. 15-7 as she converts on the bonus free throw. Jogging in the front court is Bobby Brown, and now she travels as she went to pass it with 9.4 seconds to go in the quarter.
You can see she was at 3. I don't see any of her foot. I don't see a foot in there. So
it's hard to tell from that angle. But Syed lobs it to Glane, and Dentham goes up, gets stripped, no foul, and
no, they're waving it off.
No shot. So that ends the first quarter. Very tightly officiated game so far, and after a quarter, it's 15-7 Eagles. Ted Melke and Andrew Fury back with you. to begin this second quarter. Stephanie Rudd with it as Santa Clara trails 15-7. She takes a three and is wide right with it. Jump ball right off the immediate rebound. As getting in there for it was Williams, along with McDermott, and the possession gives it to the Eagles. Syed over to Vasquez. High post to Glade. Her shot blocked by Katzman, and Williams out of there with it. The rebound. Rudd jogs into the front court. Rudd pounding the dribble. 7.5 minutes to go in the half. She bounces it along to Ferrer. Outside to Stephanie Rudd. Rudd over to Brown. Brown crosses over, then floats one out to Katzman, and her lob pass goes over. Williams taken by Enthelman. Back the other way comes Syed. Syed stops and spins. Syed will reset. Syed over to Vasquez. Cross corridor pass deflected to McDermott. McDermott out to Glane. Enthelman, the foul line jumper, wide right. Rebound, McDermott, and she gets fouled going up.
She gets hammered on that one.
Definitely. And
here you can see she just passes it in. And she shoots and she gets the rebound, but then when she gets it, she just gets hammered. And
foul was on Brianna Williams, her first, and the 18th foul. Which there's good for McDermott. 16-7 the score in favor of the Eagles. Trying to make it a double-figure game. And she is off front rim with it. Rebound to Williams. Rudd comes back the other way. 9 points is the difference. Bouncing it to Ferrer in the left wing. Now at top, here's Rudd. High post. With it is Brown. She takes the elbow jumper, way too strong with it. Vasquez out of there with the rebound. Vasquez over to Syed. Syed in the front court, pounding the dribble. Syed over to Vasquez. High post McDermott against the zone. Bounces it and it's taken away by Ferrer. Good defense by the Bruins. Coming back the other way is Stephanie Rudd. Rudd pounding the dribble. Over to Brown. Brown pounding the dribble. Brown over to Williams. Williams splits a double team and then loses the ball. It's loose on the floor, and we have a jump ball called between Glane and Brown, and the possessioner gives it to the Bruins with 6:15 to go in the half.
she just splits it and falls. You can't do much about that.
13 on the shot clock as they come back to action. Rudd will inbound. Gets it into Williams, and she lays it up, around and out, but a foul's called. And the foul's on Meg Enthelman, her second. The 16th foul on Los Altos. Williams will be at the line shooting two. Both teams shooting the rest of that 6:14 of this half. Short with the first free throw. Second free throw. It is up, and it is good.
Samantha just came in, too.
Yeah.
Just want to inform you guys on that one.
So it's 16-8. Vasquez in the front court. Enthelman at the baseline. Lobs it to McDermott, who spins in the paint, floats one up way too strong. And the rebound inside by Katzman. Good, strong rebound by Katzman. Back the other way comes Samantha Rudd. It's the two Rudds with Brown, Williams, and Katzman on the court for the Bruins. Bouncing it to Stephanie Rudd, who pump fakes. Stephanie Rudd out to Samantha Rudd. Rudd bounces it to Williams, and it's taken away by Syed. Bodies everywhere on the floor. Glane out of there with it. So they can the possession now. Syed into the front court, bouncing it to Vasquez. Vasquez up to Syed. Back to Vasquez, who jab steps into the paint, floats one up, and gets fouled. Fouls on Brianna Williams of the Bruins.
You see how she just gets a ball and she runs up and she just gets hammered there.
So for Williams, it's her second. 19 foul on the Bruins. 4 players with 2 fouls now for the Bruins. Katzman leaves, and checking in for the first time is Bianca Frere. As Vasquez misses the first. Second free throw is Swish. 17-8. Samantha Rudd into the front court. Rudd pounding the dribble. Rudd looking to set up a play with 20 on the shot clock. Guarded by McDermott out top. Crossing over. Andrews cuts her off. Now spinning, and she had it poked away. Loose on the floor. Jump ball will give it to Los Altos. Excellent defense that time by Andrews. There's Monroe jogging in the front court. Gets it over to Vasquez. High post to McDermott. McDermott spins into the paint. Looked like a weird pass to Enthoven, who misses the shot. Rebound deflected over to Rudd, and we have a foul in the rebounding action looking to be against the Bruins. No, it's against Los Altos. And Katie Monroe called for the foul, her first. 7th team foul in Los Altos, so 1-on-1 free throws for Brianna Williams. Here's the first free throw. Up and good. She'll get the bonus. Williams makes her first free throw of the night. 17-9. Second free throw. Up and short off the front rim, no good. Rebound inside by Enthoven, and then going for the rebound. Foul 94 feet away from the basket by Bobby Brown. A terrible play. Now she gets instruction from the sideline. Brown picks up her first and the 10th team foul on Santa Clara. So Enthoven shoots 2, and the first is off the back room, no good. She'll get another because they're in the double bonus now. Poor free throw shooting in this first half by the Eagles as well. Second free throw. It's up and off the back rim. No good.
I believe that was a lane violation, Andrew. I think they jumped too early.
Yeah, but I guess possible. Usually if she gets 2 free throws, there isn't a lane violation on the first one because she automatically gets another one. But that's what it has to be because otherwise she wouldn't get 3 free throws. She makes 1 of the 3, and it's 18-9 Los Altos. Stephanie Rudd in the front court gets it to Brown. Brown will hand off to Rudd. Samantha Rudd pounding the dribble near the Los Altos logo. 4.5 minutes to go in this half. Pounding the dribble is Rudd. Now crossing over. Bouncing it along to Stephanie Rudd, who pump fakes. Drives baseline. In on McDermott, and another foul is called. We are seeing a foul on nearly every possession in this game. Holy cow, we might have run out of players.
You just see she gets run into there.
And McDermott picks up the foul. For McDermott, it's her. No, actually they called it on Rebecca Andrews, yet I didn't see Andrews anywhere near the play. But it goes on her first and the 8th team foul. On Los Altos, ball never hit the rim, so it goes over to Los Altos on the violation. 18-9, Los Altos under 4.5 to play first half. Clock is frozen at the moment, now it starts. Syed with it. Syed over to Andrews. High post to McDermott, Andrews. Andrews pounding into the paint, kicks over to Monroe, open jumper, swish for Katie Monroe. Rudd over to her sister. Stephanie Rudd, high post to Williams. Williams in the paint, loses it, and stolen by Monroe. Monroe over to Andrews. Now Monroe. Monroe jogs into the front court. Monroe over to Andrews. Andrews stops. High post. Enthoven inside to McDermott all the way. No, way too strong. Rebound deflected away. And another foul's called.
They were away from the ball there.
And it's called on Bobby Brown, her second. So 5 players with 2 fouls for the Bruins now. they're going to run out of players.
They definitely are. They don't have a full roster.
Yeah. Entherman makes the first of 2 free throws at 21-9 as Ferrer returns replacing Brown. Team fouls in this half, 8 on the Eagles, 10 on Santa Clara. Second free throw is good as well for Entherman. She makes both, and a full timeout wanted for by Kevin Lee. With 3:45 to go in the half, it's 22-9 Eagles. So 3:45 to go second quarter. It is 22-9 in favor of the Eagles. Santa Clara with the ball after the Los Altos timeout. Stephanie Rudd accelerates into the front court. Now she wants to slow things down, gets it over to Samantha Rudd. Samantha Rudd in the paint, floats it up. A lot of contact, no call, smashing the rebound. We've seen a lot less contact in this game go called. Here's Hamamoto. Hamamoto around the screen. Gets it over to newly in Aaliyah Matthew. Matthew holding, gets it to Monroe. Monroe spinning. Now Monroe gets it poked away out of bounds, so we'll stay with the Eagles. 3:13 to go. 10 on the shot clock. Lunsford will inbound. Gets it to Monroe, over to Hamamoto. Hamamoto, baseline. Tried to feed Schmessing, comes to Matthew, jumper short. Rebound inside Schmessing, layup, no good. Rebound inside, secured by Williams. Back comes Rudd. Rudd on the giddy up. Crosses over all the way, floats it up off glass short. Rebound, Schmessing gets it up to Monroe. Williams takes a hard fall in the lane. Matthew. Over to Monroe, traveled. Turnover will send it the Bruins' way.
I've been seeing a lot of travel calls being called during this game.
Definitely. And the front court goes Rudd. Bouncing it over, open three for Ferrer, back rim, twice, no good, rebound by Rudd. Gets it over to Samantha Rudd. Samantha Rudd over to Stephanie Rudd, pounding the dribble. Lobs it, it's deflected and thrown by Hamamoto. Hamamoto crosses over, stops in the paint, floats it up, off glass, no good. Rebound tipped, deflected, saved, loose, inside, jump ball as a couple players go tumbling out of bounds, possession error to the Bruins.
Here you go. You see it's a breakaway one-on-one there, and she puts it up just really hard off the glass.
And the front court goes Ferrer, gets it over to Rudd. Stephanie Rudd over to Ferrer, inside, good catch by Frere, and she dribbled it out of bounds off herself, turnover Bruins.
Just mishandled the ball there.
This has been a very choppy first half with all the whistles. Monroe over to Hamamoto. Hamamoto to Lunsford, turns around, jumper, off back rim, no good. Rebound deflected to Williams. And Stephanie Rudd, or rather that's Samantha Rudd on her way. Rudd all the way, bangs into Hamamoto, and a foul is going to be called on Kelly Hamamoto, her first. Ninth team foul on Los Altos.
I thought that was going to be a charge there. You see, she's just running there, and she pushes her there. Yeah, she shoves off of her there. And the Bruins get that call on them.
Minute 47 to go in the half. Samantha Rudd misses the first. Second free throw. Up and good. So she makes one of two. 22-10. Hamamoto will inbound to Matthew. Matthew back to Hamamoto. Into the front court, bouncing it over to Lunsford. Swung around to Matthew. Back to Hamamoto. Hamamoto crosses over outside to Monroe. Over her pass almost stolen Lunsford, then falls down as she passes to Monroe. Schmessing. Schmessing gets bumped and a foul is called on Bianca Frere. Frere's first, and the Schmessing will be at the line shooting two.
That looked like a reaching in foul over the back there. You can't reach over the back, so.
So good call. Minute 28 left in the half, and Schmessing misses the first. It stays 22-10. Second free throw is up and good. She split the pair 23-10. This matches the Eagles' largest lead of the game. Samantha Rudd into the front court, running the point guard position. Guarded by Hamamoto. Now it looks like a 2-1-2 zone for the Eagles. A three for Ferrer is a swish. Elmira Ferrer finally puts one in. Into the front court goes Monroe. Matthew now lobs it to Lunsford. It's poked away and stolen. Up ahead. A good pass to Rudd. Rudd in on Monroe. Lays it up and in. A quick 5 by the Bruins. Samantha Rudd, good job there.
Los Altos' passing is just all over the place now.
And they are turning the ball over at a torrid pace in the second quarter, make it. There's a three short by Hamamoto, but then she deflects it, almost steals in. Bodies fly all over the place. They quickly jump it up. Possession error to the Eagles.
You take a look at this. She gets a breakaway here. Great pass ahead, and she puts it up there, and she makes it. So the Bruins, they're catching up.
Leading, that was once 13, now down to 8. Hamamoto's pass go over everything, and Ferrer the steal. They can hold for virtually the final shot if they want to, can the Bruins. Rudd with the ball. Samantha Rudd with 20 on the shot clock, 22 on the game clock. A three for Rudd is around and out. Rebound inside by Williams, puts it up, no good. Left away short, Monroe out of there with it. Monroe wants to push. Now we'll slow it in the front court. 10 seconds to go in the half. Katie Monroe over to Matthew. Matthew lobs it to Monroe. Her jumper is way too strong. Rebound inside, secured by Ferrer. And then holding it is Ferrer, and that is the first half. An exciting first half at that, with a lot of fouls called. So stay tuned for the second half. It's 23-15 Eagles.
My parents are really slowing down. I feel bad I can't always be there for them.
How do I choose between caring for my mother and caring for my own family?
I've been looking into the options, but Dad doesn't want to leave his home. What do I do?
Struggling to care for an aging parent? You're not alone. Learn how Home Instead Senior Care can provide the personalized in-home care your loved one needs. Home Instead. To us, it's personal.
I was at a fire department training, and I had these shooting pains when they just shot right up into my temples. I went to Palo Alto Medical to follow up with my doctor. He found a heart murmur. It turned out to be an aortic aneurysm, which would have killed me had he not caught it. I don't really like going to the doctor, but I truly like going and seeing the guy. He's a great doctor, and he saved my life.
Welcome back to Los Altos High School, everyone. With Ted Melke, I'm Andrew Fury, and Rudd all the way. It's slicing down the middle, misses the layup right out of halftime, but the rebound is secured by Kingsbury. And she throws it away, Syed the steal. Back the other way comes Syed. Syed pounded the dribble around a McDermott screen, pulls up for three, swish!
She was off balance on that shot.
And that's a quick and run ender, as that's a foul called on Tiana Vasquez, about 35 feet away from the hoop. Not the smartest of plays she's ever made, her first.
You see Los Altos just shoots it, and she was off balance there. Great shot by her.
Here's Samantha Rudd on the screen. Ferrer back to Rudd, and she gets fouled again by Enthoven. So apparently this is going to be a tightly called game the entire way. Second team foul, third on Enthoven. As Rudd makes the first, free throw, 26-16.
I'm surprised the coach isn't taking her out. She has three. Three more and she's out. She's fouled out of the game. She's got to be careful.
Rudd makes both free throws. It's a 26-17 game. Los Altos is led by as many as 13. Aideen Syed into the front court around a screen. Syed stops and double dribbled. Yeah, carried it. Good call by the official as Rebecca Andrews returns, replacing Enthoven.
Andrew has one foul on her too. So she's a little off better there in the game.
As driving all the way is Rudd. Force one up off back rim, no good. Rebound inside by Kendall. Now Rudd a three. Front rim, no good. Rebound inside, comes to Kingsbury. Over to Rudd, and then a bump foul is going to be called on Vasquez. Tiana Vasquez picks up her second and the third team foul on Los Altos. Be Samantha Rudd, the trigger person. Rudd inbounds to Ferrer. Myra Ferrer with it. Ferrer crosses over. Now lobs it to Rudd, and then she pokes it away out of bounds off of herself, so it's out of bounds to the Eagles. McDermott to Syed. Syed will jog it / walk it into the front court. Andrews with it right wing. Out top to Vasquez. Vasquez high post to Glain. Glain back to Vasquez who pump fakes. Vasquez runs into Kendall. Offensive foul will get called. And that's 3 fouls on Vasquez in 2.5 in a minute and a half.
Here you go. She's running in, and you see she has it, and the Bruins player is not moving, and she's down.
She appears to have a bloody nose. 6.5 minutes to go, third quarter. That's already the third foul on Vasquez and 14 fouls now on Los Altos. So they're almost in the bonus, and we have 6.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Following the offensive foul, Vasquez got up and walked off. She appears to only have a bloody nose, and that's it. And it will be Samantha Rudd in the front court for the Bruins, who trail 26-17. Already 14 fouls have been called against the Eagles, 3 of those 4 against Vasquez. That ball deflected out off of Los Altos. It will stay with Santa Clara.
Let's see if Santa Clara can capitalize on the out-of-bounds ball here.
Kingsbury over to Stephanie Rudd. Samantha Rudd pump fakes. And now bounces it to Kingsbury, but throws it out of bounds. Turnover to Los Altos.
Just a little too powerful there on the pass.
So Tamamoto, McDermott, Syed, Andrews, and Glain on the court for the Eagles. Here's Andrews, logo, pounding the dribble. Over to Syed, who pump fakes. Syed out top to Hamamoto for 3. Almost banked it in, no good. Andrews the rebound, and then bodies collide. Loose on the floor, diving after it is Rudd. Kendall with it. Back comes the Bruins. Stephanie Rudd in all the way. Had it just ripped away by Hamamoto. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Hamamoto all the way, lays it up. No, rebound inside, loose, foul's called. And they're gonna give her shots. It's on Stephanie Rudd, her first, and the first team foul on Santa Clara.
You see it's a 2-on-1 right here. Breaker, she misses it there, and Andrews gets it, but she gets fouled, tries to shoot it.
Andrews makes the first. It's 27-17 Eagles, 5:37 to go, third quarter. Andrews gets another. She's a pretty good foul shooter normally on the air. And she makes the second. 28-17 Eagles, and we have a timeout called by Kevin Lee after the made free throw with 5:36 left, third quarter.
We would like to tell you that this is KMVT Sports presenting sponsor is the Palo Alto Medical Foundation, part of the Southern Health Network. Choose your PAMF doctor today.
28-17 in favor of Los Altos, 5:36 to go, third quarter. This was a 15-7 lead for Los Altos after a quarter. It got moved up to 23-15 at the end at the halftime. Now 2 minutes and 24 seconds into this third quarter. The score in this quarter is now 5-2 in favor of the Eagles. So they moved a 8-point halftime lead up to 11.
Meg's back into play. She's got to watch out. She has 3 fouls on her already.
As Rudd bounces it over to Ferrer for 3. Back iron miss. Rebound inside. Good job by Kingsbury. And then her pass deflected out of bounds. It will be Bruin basketball, but they get second opportunities off the rebound. Inbounding it is Rudd. She gets it to her sister. There's Stephanie Rudd into the paint. Had very little contact, but a foul's called. Who did they get? They got Hamamoto, her second 15th foul on the Eagles. I didn't see much contact at all on that play.
They called a shoving on her.
Phantom shove, if that. Here's Rudd over to Ferrer. Ferrer pounding the dribble, gets it out top to Stephanie Rudd. Now to Ferrer, back to Rudd. She'll pull up for three, almost baked it in. Rebound to Syed. Syed wants to push, gets it up into Hamamoto, all by her lonesome, but misses the layup.
An easy layup
like
for
she was
her.
two alone, and then Kendall throws it out of bounds. So it'll be Eagles basketball.
That was real easy. You can see it's a total breakaway here. She sees her in the open court and passes it to her, but she hears the Bruins player coming and she just misses it.
Now Syed dribbles it out of bounds. It will be Bruin basketball, and they get the quick inbound. Pushing it is Samantha Rudd into the front court. 4.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Lead is 11 for the Eagles. Baseball pass over to Ferrer. Lobs it to Kendall. Kendall spins and shoots one. Way too strong. Rudd the offensive rebound and lays it in for Stephanie Rudd.
Beautiful shot there.
Indeed it was. Hamamoto pounding the dribble over to Andrews. Andrews bouncing it in low to McDermott. Good give and go to Andrews. Lamb no good, but she gets fouled. Foul's going to be called on Elmira Ferrer, her first, and the second team foul on the Bruins. Free throw is ground and down for Andrews, making it 29-19. As Bobby Brown returns now, replacing Stephanie Rudd. Second free throw here for Andrews is good. Makes them both. She's now 4 for 4 at the line tonight. Into the front court goes Brown. Brown lobs it over to Ferrer. Ferrer back to Brown. 4 minutes to go, third quarter. And Brown gets bumped and fouled by Hamamoto, her third, and the 16th foul against the Eagles. So for the remaining 12 minutes of the game, Bruins will be shooting free throws. That's a long time.
There are 3 players for Los Altos that have 3 fouls each.
Inbound and deflected out off of Hamamoto. Stay with the Bruins. 3:59 to go, third quarter. Inbound to Kendall, over to Ferrer. Now Brown drives, floats it up off glass, no good. Rebound inside by Kendall, no good. Rebound deflected out and tried to save it as Andrews, but throws it out of bounds. And it will be Bruin basketball.
Andrews hits the wall there hard, but she gets up and seems to be okay.
Now inbounding it is Rudd, gets it to Ferrer. Ferrer pounding the dribble, around a Kendall screen to her left. 10 on the shot clock now. And dribbling it is loose. Hamamoto fighting with it with Brown. Jump ball will give it to the Eagles.
She just looks like she slipped up there, and the Bruins took advantage of it and dove on the ball.
Syed with it left wing. He lobs it to McDermott, and another foul's called. Third on Santa Clara in the half. Fouls on Cassandra Kingsbury, her third.
That looked like reaching.
McDermott will inbound, right side of the basket. And we have a foul before it's ever inbounded. It's going to be on Kingsbury again. Her fourth and the 14th foul in the half.
Got 2 more fouls on her, and she's going to be fouled out of the game. The coach is subbing her out.
Katzman returns now for Kingsbury, but it's almost like in this game, if you breathe on a player wrong, it's a foul.
That's what it seems like.
And we have another foul, just on cue. I mean, it's like magic tonight. Brittany Kendall gets called for this foul, the 5th on Santa Clara. So Santa Clara's fouled 3 times in the span of 5 seconds. Kendall picks up her first. There. Inbound to Hamamoto, inside of McDermott all the way. She goes up, and guess what? We have a foul. It's on Almira Ferrer, her first. Make that her second, 16 foul. Santa Clara McDermott will be at the line shooting 2.
Almost all the players for Santa Clara have fouls, except for one.
Everybody that's played for Santa Clara has a foul.
Except for number 3. I haven't gotten one down on her yet. I don't think
that's because she hasn't been in the game.
She hasn't been in the game yet.
Yeah. McDermott makes both. 32-19 in favor of Los Altos. They changed that last foul. They did not call it on Ferrer. They instead called it on Kendall, which is her third. So Ferrer still with a foul. Only one. Rudd bouncing it to Ferrer. She'll take the 3, way off the mark. Katzman goes up, no. Rebound by Kendall, who lays it in and a foul. Fouls on Megan McDermott.
You can see she's just there, and she gets fouled. And she couldn't capitalize on it.
McDermott picks up her second, and we have a break in the action. Santa Clara calls time. 3:03 to go third quarter. It's 32-21 Los Altos. Man. Welcome back here to Los Altos High School with 3:03 to go in the third. 32-21 in favor of the Eagles, but both teams have made it to the bonus with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Kendall misses the free throw. McDermott rebounds. I can't remember too many possessions that have gone foul-less in this game. Blaine, the jumper, back iron miss. And just as I say that, Blaine gets the rebound back and throws it away. So we had a possession without a foul. Quite a miracle. Rudd into the front court. Rudd crosses over. Out to Ferrer, open for 3. Way short. Rebound Kendall. Good rebound inside. Brown spins. Travel, no call. Ferrer over to Rudd for 3. Back iron miss. Rebound inside. Kendall goes up, no good. Rebound loose. Blaine saves it too. McDermott. So back the other way. Good pass to Ethel. Then he travels.
Travels.
Yeah.
That wasn't a foul call, so we'll take that one.
That was a great piece of passing from Syed to Enthoven, but she forgot to dribble once on her route to the basket. Rudd in the front court. 2:15 to go in the quarter. Rudd pounding the dribble around the screen, into the paint, shovels it to Katzman, jumper, good for Kyla Katzman.
That was a beautiful pass. Just something you don't see every day.
McDermott over to Blaine, the jumper, way too strong. Katzman the rebound. And out of there with it is Ferrer. We now have some rhythm in this game. Ferrer over to Rudd. Rudd pounding the dribble. Now shovels it over to Brown, jumper, short. Rebound inside, Blaine out of there with it. Blaine over to McDermott. Now Hamamoto in the front court. Beats Ferrer, who appears to be injured. Great pass to Ethel, then he lays it
in. Beautiful pass.
Indeed it was. Under 80 seconds to play, third quarter, 34-23 Los Altos. Pounding the dribble, Samantha Rudd, guarded by McDermott out top. 18 to shoot. Rudd in the paint, floats it up with the runner, way too strong. Rebound Blaine. She has been a monster on the board. 60 seconds to go. McDermott running the point forward, and now shovels it to Hamamoto. Lobs it to Blaine, all alone for the jumper. Back iron miss. Rebound inside to Katzman. And Brown hands off to Rudd. Rudd into the front court. Rudd pounding the dribble, had it poked away, and a foul's called. It's going to be on Kelly Hamamoto, her fourth.
It's a beautiful pass. She just put that in there like there was no tomorrow. I won't see those every day.
45 seconds left in the third quarter. Fourth foul on Hamamoto, so she sits down as Katie Monroe returns for her. 17 foul against, or make that 18 foul against Los Altos. So 2 free throws here, or 1-on-1, and missing the first is Rudd. Ball saved by McDermott to Blaine, and McDermott gets it over to Monroe. There's a 15-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McDermott cross court to Syed, ball deflected around and stolen by Kendall.
That was like pinball there for a sec.
Yeah. Run into the front court. Second and a half separates the game and shot clock. Ferrer with it. Ferrer lobs it over to Rudd. 15 to shoot. Rudd wants to slow things down, 12 to shoot. Rudd crosses over. Brown inside to Kendall. Good post up. Shoots it way too strong. Gets it back out to Rudd. Floats one up with one to shoot. Back or miss. Rebound loose underneath. Comes to Brown. Horn sounds, and that ends the third quarter. A quarter that saw some flow towards the end of it. And after 24 minutes, it's 34-23, Los Altos.
Hi, I'm Ricky Appler with Spartan Sports Camp. Brought to you by the Mountain View High School Athletic Department, Spartan Sports Camp offers multi-sport camps for kids in grades 3 through 6, as well as sport-specific camps for grades 6 through 9. We give campers the opportunity to receive instruction from the Mountain View High School coaching staff and student athletes. Strength camps are also available throughout the summer. For registration info, visit our website at www.spartansportscamp.com. Sessions begin June 10th and run weekly through August 2nd. We look forward to seeing you this summer.
There's a shot of the mascot for the Eagles. As it's a mystery. No one will ever know who the Eagle is.
That was
as
a travel.
Bobby Brown travels. I have no idea who the Eagle might be.
He went out to go get a snack, I think.
Well, he loves to eat, that Eagle. Feasts upon hamburgers and hot dogs. Here's Syed against full court pressure. Lobs a bad pass. Deflected right to Vasquez. He's playing with 3 fouls. Vasquez pounding the dribble. Holds. Now looks. Her pass deflected. Loose. Syed hands off back to Vasquez. Over to Enthoven. Enthoven to Glain. Glain. Jumper off glass and good for Rachel Glain.
She hit it right off the corner of the triangle there, and every time you do that, it's going to go right on in.
Lobbing it up and no good is Rudd, but she gets fouled. With 7:17 to go, 36-23 now in favor of the Eagles.
So you see Los Altos has it here. She's passing it and just hits it off the corner of the triangle square and makes it in.
Fouls on Rachel Glain, her second. 9th team foul against the Eagles. Rudd misses fires on the first attempt. Second one is up and rims in. Good. Rudd splits the pair. She struggles on the line tonight. Syed off the inbound. Syed pounding the dribble. Now spins. Syed still pounding the dribble. Looks, and her pass deflected. Loose. Katzman to steal. So the full court pressure now paying dividends for the Bruins. Can they come back enough to win, though? That's the question to be answered in the final 7 minutes. Rudd around, crosses over. Now bounces it to Ferrer for 3. Good!
Beautiful shot by the Bruins there.
A bullseye for Elmira Ferrer causes Kevin Lee to call a full timeout.
She's steady there. She's looking for somebody over in the open field, and she puts that in, and it's a great field goal for her.
So with 6:46 to go, it's 36-27 in favor of Los.
This game is brought to you by Home Instead Senior Care. Home Instead, to them it's personal, and by the Palo Alto Medical Foundation. Choose your PAMF doctor today.
So as we reset this game now, it's 36-27 Los Altos. They've led by as many as 13. Santa Clara has never led. 6:46 to go in regulation time. Santa Clara is on a quick 5-0 run.
But if they're keeping fouls, Santa Clara could catch up.
Yeah, that's for sure. Because 19 fouls have been called against Los Altos, 6 against Santa Clara. McDermott will inbound after the timeout. 1 timeout remaining for the Eagles, 3 timeouts remaining for the Bruins. Inbound goes to Syed against full court pressure. Syed with the dribble against Bobby Brown. Now across court to Monroe. Monroe into the front court. Hands off to Syed. Syed pounding the dribble baseline, and a foul's going to be called. Almost traveled out of it. But she'll get 1-on-1 free throws as the foul's on Elmira Ferrer, her 3rd, 7th team foul.
The Bruins and the Eagles both have a lot of fouls on each team.
Syed makes the first, so she'll get the bonus. 37-27 to score.
we might see somebody get fouled out of this game.
Second free throw is rims in. So Syed makes both. 38-27 to score. In the front court goes Rudd. Rudd pounding the dribble. Rudd stutters, crosses over now into the paint, floats one up and gets fouled.
This game has just turned out to be fouls on both teams.
Kelly Hamamoto just fouled out of the game. That's her 5th. And the 10th team foul on Los Altos. Looks like that was good by Rudd, and for now, Hamamoto's still in, but she needs to leave. She has been disqualified. That's number 11 in white, Kelly Hamamoto, who just fouled out. And Rebecca Andrews will substitute for her.
Andrew only has 1 foul, so she's still good off there. Defensive specialist for
Second
Altos.
free throw, rounded out. McDermott skies for the rebound. 38-28 the score right now. And a toss to Monroe. Monroe into the front court, crossing over. Now loses it, and it squirts free to McDermott, who travels. Yeah, good call. She traveled, definitely. I was going to say traveled, no call. It was a late whistle, but a good call.
You see, she travels, and a Bruin player gets knocked down there, and then she gets shinned in the head by Los Altos player. She took time to get up, but she's up and playing again.
In the front court goes Rudd. Now Ferrer with it. Ferrer over to Rudd. Open for 3. Way too strong. Loose ball to Katzman. Katzman holds against the double team. Lobs it to Brown. Brown trying to drive baseline, and we have a timeout call to full for Santa Clara Bruins. 5:45 to go. 38-28 Eagles. So 5:45 to go here, left in the game. 38-28 in favor of the Eagles. That was the timeout called by Santa Clara, so they'll get the ball underneath their own hoop. It will be Samantha Rudd to inbound. Rudd looks, lobs it to Brown. Over to Rudd, who pump fakes into the paint, shovels it to Williams, who nearly lost it, and it's thrown to McDermott, and then Williams fouls her. I have no clue what Brianna Williams was thinking.
That's Williams' 3rd foul.
Yep, and the 8th team foul.
She just tripped and reached in. If you trip, try not reaching into your opponent player. You're going to get the foul. And
but it's not
2
only
shots.
that, but McDermott was not even close to being a threat to score from back there. She was underneath her own hoop.
We don't know what the minds are going on in the players down there.
Fortunately for Williams and Santa Clara, McDermott unable to capitalize on either on the free throw. So here's Rudd in the front court. 20 on the shot clock now. Rudd guarded by Andrews. Rudd crosses over and hands off. This is Ferrer. Takes the deep 2. Good for Almira Ferrer. As something might be hot. Ferrer is starting to heat up as Monroe gets it to Andrews. Around McDermott screen to her left, has a seam, now all the way, floats one up with the left hand, missed it badly, and rebound to Rudd. Rudd dribbling through traffic, and a foul is going to be called.
Let's see, there was 2 players there. I'm going to guess it's going to be on 33.
It's going to be on Meg Enthoven, that's her 4th. 10-team foul on Los Altos, 2 free throws here for Rudd.
You see, she gets the ball there and is running into traffic there. Unfortunately, she picks up a foul.
Free throw's no good, though, by Rudd. They really need to capitalize here on the free throw line. They're going to be shooting free throws on every foul from here on out.
Yeah.
It's still 4:59 left.
Meg's be careful. She's going to be fouled out of the game, too.
As Rachel Glane returns, replacing Enthoven, who takes a seat.
She's got 4 fouls on her.
Inbound goes to Syed against this full court pressure. Syed bounces it to Monroe. Monroe in the front court. Back to Syed. Syed crosses over on Brown. Bouncing it to Monroe. Monroe. Around Ferrer. Now loses it over to McDermott, who lays it in. Lead up to 9. Crowd coming alive. Rudd all the way. Floats one up. Offensive foul on Samantha Rudd.
We're seeing fouls left and right here, Andrew. You see she gets a nice pass in there. That had some beauty on it. Had some sparkles. And then you see going down the floor here. She stands there. An offensive foul. Not good for the Bruins.
3rd on Rudd. 40-31. Now there's Monroe. Monroe over to Andrews. Andrews stops. Andrews bouncing it to Monroe. Monroe to Blaine. Blaine spins out to Andrews. Andrews drives. Floats one up off glass. No good. Rebound inside. Loose. Deflected out off of McDermott. Or Williams make it. It will be Los Altos basketball. 4:05 left.
And apparently there's 10 fouls for Los Altos and 9 for the Bruins.
Foul here on Santa Clara. Blaine went up for the shot. It's on Brianna Williams, her 4th.
One more and she gets fouled out.
You can say that about several players in this game, though.
And Kingsburg has 4 of her own.
As Brittany Kendall returns, now replacing Brianna Williams.
Kendall has 3 fouls on her.
Blaine misses the second after making the first. Rebound secured by Kendall after discarding Andrews. Back comes Rudd. Everybody that's played in this game has at least 1 foul. There's a foul on Megan McDermott, as Rudd will go back to the line shooting 2. For McDermott, she picks up number 3. And it's off the back rim, no good for Rudd with 3:55 left.
You gotta put the jazz hands. We need the jazz hands from the Bruins fans.
No good, but Kendall almost had the rebound, and then a jump ball is going to be called, but no one had the ball. So that's a very interesting ball.
That was a quick whistle by the ref.
See, what happened is they both deflected the ball, but no one had possession, and they called a jump ball.
Surprised by me.
Syed into the front court, over to Andrews. Back to Syed, breaking pressure easily. Syed around the screen. Syed lobs it to Glenn, goes up and gets fouled.
Fouled. I'm telling you, there's too many fouls in this game. Here you go. You see she gets it in there, and she just gets hammered.
Fouls called on...
That'll be Brown.
Bobby Brown, her 3rd. And the free throw is made by Glane, making it 42-31 Eagles. 3:40 left.
Those jazz hands are working for those Eagles.
Second free throw off the back rim, no good. She again splitting the pair. Katzman the rebound. Shuffles it along to Rudd. Samantha Rudd in the front court stutters. Rudd all the way, floats it on. Trent no call. Rebound McDermott. McDermott will slow things down, get it to Monroe.
She saw the out of bounds lines and she wanted to put up a shot before she went out.
Monroe stops, gets it over to Andrews. Andrews over to Syed. Time running out on the Bruins. Syed over to Andrews. Back to Syed. Syed holds inside to McDermott, had it poked away. McDermott spins out to Glane, jumper, short, rebound inside, loose, and comes to Kendall, had it poked away, Glane the rebound, and then it's deflected, still loose, Ferrer with it, and then she loses, Andrews the steal, give it to Monroe, and they'll slow things down.
Los Altos, if they could hold out this lead, they'll be tied for first place with Mountain View.
That's what's at stake for the Eagles. A much more important game for the Eagles than the Bruins, although Santa Clara would love nothing more than be the spoils. Here's Andrews over to Monroe. 8 to shoot now. Syed at 5. Syed drives all the way, floats it up, off backward, no good. Rebound deflected, out of bounds off of Kendall. It will be Los Altos basketball.
Los Altos is just keeping possession here. The Bruins need to steal and score some if they want to be in this game.
Inbound to Glane. Glane out to Andrews. Andrews pounding the dribble. Backs it away, crosses over, now stops. Her pass deflected. Comes to McDermott. Glane, the 5-footer. Back iron, no good. Rebound inside by Kendall.
There's 2:13 left.
And Brown comes back the other way. 10 team fouls apiece. Spinning is Brown, and nearly had him stripped by Andrews. Samantha Rudd with it. Rudd bouncing it to Ferrer, who pump fakes, now drives baseline, stops, floats one up, off back room, no good. Rebound loose underneath. Comes to Brown, her pass through the hands of Katzman, and comes to McDermott, who wants to slow things down. Monroe with it. Round Ferrer. Monroe looks, good pass to Glain, off glass and good for Rachel Glain.
She was wide open down there. She lays it up and in for the field goal.
Brown, her pass, bad one, stolen by Monroe. This will cap it off. Monroe lays it in, ball game over.
And it's a beautiful, stolen away, and there's no bruise around her, and she just puts it up and in.
And now Rudd, there was an away for her to the basket. Rebound Blaine inside, ripping it from Brown, and that should just about do it. Not sure what Kendall's doing on McDermott, but Monroe will have it. Minute to go, 19 to shoot. Syed holding it in the backcourt, lobs it to McDermott. McDermott hands off to Syed. Syed pounding the dribble, out to Monroe. 8 to shoot. Syed with 6. Syed floats one off. Get going for 19 Syed as Kevin Lee goes up there.
Nothing but net on that one.
Rudd shovels it to Katzman, the 7-footer. Good for Kyla Katzman, but a little too late.
Los Altos doesn't even have to play that hard now.
Yeah, they don't even have to shoot again, and they will be victorious as that's deflected out of bounds off of Rudd. It will stay with the Eagles. 20 to shoot, 26.8 to go in the game. Or they called a foul, I guess. Fitting way to end this game.
A foul on this. It just passes it in, and she maces it. And you just see she's open down there, and she just lays it up and in for the field goal. The Eagles want to come back and be tied for first.
McDermott misses the first free throw. 26.8 left, 48-33 in favor of the Eagles as Kendall Ing and Leah Matthew return. Syed sits down, as well as Rebecca Andrews.
There's really no point. Why would you foul the Eagles when they're already ahead?
Back iron miss, Kendall the rebound, and shovels it along to Rudd. 20 seconds to go, Rudd into the front court. Rudd bouncing in and stolen by Glain. Glain hands off to McDermott. Now Monroe in the backcourt, guarded by Ferrer. They don't have to shoot again. And now lobbing it to McDermott. It's poked away. McDermott on the floor, throws it away. Rudd the steal. Rudd crosses over, floats it up, off glass and in. All that will do is change the final outcome. Buzzer sounds, ball game over. Eagles are now tied with Mountain View for first place in the El Camino girls standings. Winning this one 48-35, but stay tuned. Coming up next, it is the boys matchup between these two teams, Los Altos and Santa Clara. What a victory by the Eagles here tonight, 48-35. Director and producer for tonight's game is Bobby Chastain, and cameras Tim Erskine, Bill Snow, and Isis Flag. And a special thanks to Los Altos High School for allowing us to do this broadcast. Now for Ted Melke, my broadcast partner, and everyone here at KMVT, I'm Andrew Fury saying so long from Los Altos High School, where tonight it's the Eagles defeating the Santa Clara Bruins 48-35. Ted, are you